Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the call. We'll be getting started in about 30 seconds from now. We're just making sure that the call is set up properly and that our panelists have the ability to turn their cameras on. We don't usually do calls with the cameras on because we're always looking at the MT4 charts, but of course today will be a little bit different. We'll be able to be a little bit more personable, make some direct announcements. Let us know in the chats where you're calling in from. We got the calls filling up with people from all around the world. For those of you that are overseas, thank you guys for your commitment to showing up to this call. I was in some of our group chats where people were talking about staying up till midnight. For some people, it's at 2 a.m. And that's a lot of dedication, but we will make sure that it is worth your time for sure.
No, that's right. No.
All right. All right, we are a few minutes in. So we are going to go ahead and get our call kicked off. So first off, I'd like to say welcome to everyone, to our panelists, as well as everyone who's attending the call. I know I think we started talking about this big announcement. We started talking about this announcement about a month ago, publicly. We didn't want to obviously talk about it too early. This is something that has been in the works for much longer than a month. But about a month ago, we wanted to give our traders an opportunity to prepare for Youngevity Trading Academy 2.0, and we're going to give you the details on why it's the next level of our platform. I feel like what we're getting into is the completion of our platform, right? We started this a couple years ago with a vision. It's just a thought, right? And everything begins with an idea. Everything begins with a thought. And that's how this started. This was a thought. And this was a collaboration between a lot of different people that put their heads together to develop something, right? And then as you take action on your thoughts and your ideas, you start to take action towards making those things a reality. The thought starts to take shape, right? And these ideas become, as you would say, manifested, right? Where they start to take physical form. And now you start to see in your physical life what these ideas look like, right? And you start to say, okay, this is what it really looks like. And it starts to take shape. And you have to make constant tweaks and adjustments, kind of like chiseling a stone. I mean, that's probably the best analogy I can give you guys. Is this project was a big block of a stone that we all knew, all the panelists that are on this call, everyone knew that stone possessed tremendous potential, that there was a beautiful gem inside this big block of stone, right? But it takes chisel makers and artists to come together and start chiseling away to reveal the beauty of that stone from the inside, right? And really see what's on the inside, right? That's what it's been. And so now I can tell you that after today's call, it's like all of the major chunks of stone have been chiseled away, and it's going to reveal a beautiful gem on the inside that's brilliant and shining, that will put a lot of people in a state of awe and wonder and excitement and gratitude. 2 years in the making, right? And I'm blessed to work alongside this team here with my beautiful wife, Vanessa. So blessed. You know why? Because in this industry, a lot of projects come and go within 1 year, 6 months, 3 months. That we live in a digital age, right? This is a digital industry, and it's easy to make things appear like they have substance and stability, but only time will reveal the truth about every project, right? To see if a project is going to last long term and be something that you can build your house on, right? A solid foundation that you could build a massive skyscraper on, or if the land is unstable and it's just going to crash and burn, right? Most things crash and burn. And what's interesting is here we are 2 years later, where we've been building and building and building a foundation, and we're just getting started. And it's been over 2 years, right? That should tell you when the foundation is as strong as ours, that should give you an idea of what the future looks like, right? The stronger the foundation is, the more magnificent of a structure that you could build on top of that foundation, right? That's what we have. We have a magnificent foundation. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to start off by going to an incredible person who's just supported us from day one and has been a big link in the chain of bringing this project together and bringing it to fruition. And he's relentlessly supported it and guided this from day one. And he's offered himself freely of his time and of his help and of his mentorship. And many of our community, you guys get to hear from this man every Thursday with our traders psychology class. I'm going to pass the call to Dr. Luis Ariaza. And I'd love, Dr. Lewis, you are a master of the mind. And we're about to hear some exciting news, but I don't want this to just be exciting. Like you go to a conference, you're all pumped up, and then all of a sudden you go home and life is the same, right? We want this to make an impact and a lasting change starting right now on this call. And I'd love for you to give some insight, Dr. Lewis, since you know the details of what we're about to reveal. How should all the listeners right now on this call, and so we have over 550 people right now on the call, how should they prepare their minds for what we're about to do? Should they grab a notebook? Should they be prepared to take notes? What type of mindset should they get themselves into as we go through the details of what we're launching next?
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. To Sal and Vanessa, also known as Hermano Hermana, good afternoon. They are in Europe. They are in Italy. And I want you to think, I want you to just stop for a moment. This is not the first time that they get on a call with us. We've been calling, we've been Zooming. They're on vacation, a very, very well-deserved vacation. And they're still getting on. So that just shows you their promise to us, right? How they're not interested, they're completely committed to this project. And this project didn't happen yesterday. It didn't happen a week ago. This project has been going on for almost 3 years now. As Sal and Vanessa were going through a situation 3 years ago, my wife and I went through a situation 11 years ago, and things just seemed to just culminate to this point where God just allowed us to be at the right place at the right time. And we both just gelled in a situation that if you would have asked me, 5, 6 years ago, I would have thought this could have never happened, right? And this happens because people are incredibly committed to the vision, as Sal was talking about, and him being in Italy, in Florence, Italy, when Michelangelo he created the statue of the David. It took him about 4 or 5 years to find the stone, and he kept rummaging through the stone, and people were like, "What are you looking for?" He said, "I'm looking to see the David in the stone." Once he started to work, it took him about 1.5 years, but it took him about 4 or 5 years to just find the right piece of stone. This also leads me to the story that I just love because it's so impactful. When Walt Disney had already gone bankrupt 5 times, and he took some investors to the swampland in Florida, and with tears coming down his cheek, he was telling them where the Montezuma Revenge was going to be, and where the big splash is going to be, and where the Ferris wheel is going to be, and all these different things. And he had already gone bankrupt 5 times, but he bet on himself. He believed in himself, and he believed in the vision. And the 5 investors, they took a chance, and they believed in him also. 10 years later, unfortunately, Walt Disney died in the process, but 10 years later, as they were interviewing Roy Disney, his cousin, the reporter said, it's so sad that Walt couldn't be here to see his creation. He says, no. He says, the reason you see it now is because he saw it 10 years ago. This is something that Sal, that Vanessa, the Ryan, the Jolie, this is something that they've been seeing for many, many, many years. This is not their first time to the rodeo, okay? This is something that they've been seeing. And for me, as I shared a little earlier, my beautiful wife and I, we function from a thought that says, to he who believes, no proof is necessary. To he who doesn't believe, no proof is available, right? So we believe, so we don't need any necessary proof. We don't need something incredibly tangible because we see the vision. And right now it's a moment for most of you, many of you, there's almost 600 people on this. on this call, many of you have been hoping, have been praying, have been meditating for something like this. Now it's time, remember the DBA, declare, believe it, and accept it. Now it's time to accept it, right? You've been declaring it, you've been believing it. Now it's time to accept this beautiful movement into your life. Now it's time to accept that this is the moment that you've been praying for. This is the moment that God has prepared you. You know, all the struggles, whatever highs and lows you've had in the past, this is the moment that God has prepared you to receive this incredible, incredible blessing. So before I pass the Zuma to my beautiful wife, Sal, Vanessa, I just want to thank you so much. Ryan, Jolie, thank you for your grit. Thank you for your determination. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for not giving up, not just not giving up on yourself, but not giving up on us, right? Because this is a community and this is a culture that you four have initiated, and you've forged through the jungle of doubt, the jungle of despair, the jungle of brokenness. You've forged through that with a machete. If you can envision me out there in the jungles of El Salvador with a machete, right? You're forged through the machete. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of you. Get ready, because this is the voyage, this is the journey that God has prepared you for this specific moment. Okay, you are prepared. Get a notebook, get a pen. It's not enough to just put on your phone. Get a notebook, get a pen, sign it today, because today begins your brand new life. I'm gonna pass this on to my favorite person in the world, my beautiful, gorgeous wife, Evelina. I'm gonna scoot out and she's gonna scoot in.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I
Morning,
love
good
seeing
afternoon.
everybody smile. So thank you, honey, for that awesome introduction. And greetings desde Italia to the Letos. Wow, I'm so jealous. I even made a post about it. A good type of jealous. We got to go to, we were in the Amalfi Coast last year. We renewed our vows. It was 25 years of being married, and we went to Positano and Capri and Sorrento and did that. And I just fell in love with Italy. Italians do everything right. Fashion, food, architecture. And when we renewed our vows, it was just Louis, I, and our 3 sons, because we throw a lot of very large parties, and I wanted this one to just be us 5. And so, but you would have thought we held it at this location, it's a restaurant off a cliff, and you would have thought that everybody there was our family, because Italians are just so full of love and they're always ready for a party. And so we had like 100 people that we didn't know there. It was so amazing. Well, it's my honor to be here with you, the 8-minute trader community, the Youngevity Trading Academy. I am very excited about what's going to be announced today. And like my husband said, we have been on this journey for almost 3 years now, and it has been incredible. And throughout these 3 years, I consistently see, now I must give you my background that I have no tech background. Before Sal, Vanessa, Ryan, and Jolie, Coach Mo, everybody who brought this to be. I remember when Ryan first started training us almost 3 years ago, and he said, you're gonna learn about candles. And I was like, candles? That's what I blow out on a cake, right? That was what a candle was to me. And I was massively intimidated by all the charts. And so if someone like me could understand the markets, there is hope for everybody. And so we've seen this grow, and through this constant time, I've always seen Sal innovate. Like, he's always in the lab, he's always trading, he's always documenting, and he's like, oh my gosh, he's always like, there's something always better. He's always in the pursuit of bringing out something that has never been seen in the market, of bringing something out that is not just innovative, but that could scale and that produces results for all of us in our families. And so my husband and I here at Youngevity, we are what are called Diamond Ambassadors. And all that means is that we've helped a whole lot of people, like hundreds of thousands of people. There is about 800,000 people that have been part of our organization while we've been here in Youngevity. And I am really excited about this platform because it gives us a global reach. It allows us to touch the lives and the hearts of hundreds of millions of people throughout the world, and to bring hope to them, because so many people have no hope and don't know the power of the digital world. And so why did Sal and Vanessa decide to bring their product, and why do they keep innovating here at Youngevity? Luis and I have been here 11 years. And when we came to Youngevity, it was, we were broken. We were broken mentally, we were broken physically, we were broken financially for sure, but never spiritually. And we came here, it's a long story, but our partner had made some mistakes, lied to us. And so Youngevity offered us to come here and find a home, and we did. And I can tell you that the Wallach family, that our CEO, Steve Wallach, is a man of integrity, that whatever he tells you, you don't even need to get a signature from him, because he is going to honor it more than you would ever imagine. And that's why Sal and Vanessa brought their baby here to Youngevity, because we are a 26-year-old company that has a solid foundation that is not going to fall apart, like Sal said, a year from now or 2 years from now. I am not here working day and night because I love to serve. I love to work here day and night, so that the day that God calls me, it could end. I'm here because I'm building generations of blessings, generations of wealth, generations of legacy for my children, for my family. And I'm sure that you are too, and that's why you're here. And so our founder, Dr. Joe Wallach, who is the father of Steve Wallach, our CEO, is an icon. He's really an anomaly. The man is a mad scientist who loves network marketing. I mean, when does that ever happen? Not in many other places than in Dr. Wallach's head. He has so many degrees. From his first degree was in agriculture. Then he became a veterinarian of large and exotic animals. And I don't mean like, not dogs and puppies, but like in the 70s, whenever there was a death of any animal in the United States, he was brought in to do the autopsies. He's done work in Egypt, in Mexico, in Africa. He saved the white rhino from extinction. I mean, if he did nothing else with his life, isn't that super cool? Like I can say, I know the man who saved the white rhino. That is just so cool. And he wrote a book that is considered a national treasure in the Smithsonian. That is part of every curriculum of veterinary doctors here in the United States. He worked for NASA. He is a military man. He served in the Air Force. He headed up the NASA monkey program. And then on top of all that, he's also a pathologist that has done research on over 3,000. He's done over 3,000 autopsies, written about 18 books, hundreds of publications. So his story is quite impressive, and I've never, ever in the world met somebody like him. And I share this with you because I know that it matters to you, especially in this digital space. It matters to you that you're going to partner with somebody who has credibility, with somebody who's actually done something with their life, that's built something, not just for the sake of building wealth, but for the sake of humanity, because he is on a mission to tell the world the truth. And he is super excited about the Youngevity Trading Academy. He has always been supportive of it and believes in it, because he says that he knows that it's not just the future, it's the now. And that if we are going to scale globally, and if we're going to impact millions and millions of lives, we needed this to be part of Youngevity. And so the Wallach family embraced it. They fell in love. First, they fell in love with Sal and Vanessa, because Michelle Wallach, who's Steve Wallach's wife, she's our chief of operations. She said what captivated her, more importantly, initially than bringing the 8-minute trader, was to bring Sal and Vanessa to Youngevity, because she knew what we could all do together. And so thank you for being here. And I want you to know that you are in the right place, and that you could build something here that will not fall apart for you or your family, that you could trust Youngevity, and you could bet that we're going to be here for generations to come. So I'm going to give the microphone back to my hermano. I call my brother, the handsome, talented Sal Leto.
Thank you very much, Avelia. Let's give Avelia a big thank you in the chat for just sharing her heart with us. For those of you that are guests, I know we have a lot of new people on today's call that maybe you're not an active paid subscriber to the platform that we're here. We're taking a few moments to share some of the history that's behind this platform, so that you can understand what this represents, right? What are you hearing when you hear about the Ariaza family. You're hearing about the Wallach family and the 26-year history of this company, as well as the history of the man who started this company before he started it, right? It's people that are committed to building a legacy and pursuing achievements of great accolades, living lives of greatness so that they could be a blessing unto many others, right? And that's what this is. This is a passing of the torch where this company is evolving into a digital opportunity, and now we're passing that torch to you. But you have to understand the value of that torch, that it's a torch of greatness, that it's a torch of substance and transformation. So I'm going to put the pressure on my beautiful wife, Vanessa. You guys don't get a chance to hear from her that often. I can tell you this entire project between us, our technology, our partnership with the Dr. Tech family, along with Youngevity, and this whole culmination coming together was because of networking, relationships, and social media. That's how all of this came to be, right? It was through 8 years of relationship of my wife maintaining a great relationship with the Ariaza family and one discussion leading to another. But my wife knows what we're about to announce. And I would love to hear her perspective on, like, why are we excited about it, but what does it mean for you? Because maybe she can share an insight that you can grab onto, an insight that will help you understand the importance and the magnitude of what we're launching next and why this is such a big deal. So I'm gonna welcome my wife Vanessa to share with us.
It's it's amazing just how much excitement we all have, and I know so many people on the call just waiting, like, just tell me what it is already. And so I was like, hey, why don't you come on here and just share why you're excited? I'm like, but I can't tell you what it is. Like, how difficult is that, right? But this is just like how Dr. Lewis said, how Avelia has been saying, it has just been years like in the making, and this is a perfect time for us. This is a perfect time for you. When I think about just where we're at now and what it takes to be successful, it takes two things. One is you showing up, right? You showing up as a person, you having the willingness and the desire to be successful. But the second part is why we're taking our time to tell you a little bit about what Dr. Wallach has done, what this project has taken its time to become what it is now. It's because it's the system. The second part to your success is the system, is what are we providing, right? Why do we pay for our kids to go to a private school? Why do we pay for our kids to go and get a better education at a different, like, for instance, Sal, he grew up in Compton and I grew up in Southgate, and the schools in the LA Unified School District, they were not the best. So his mom did whatever she could do to get him to go across to the other city, which was Downey, so that he can be around a better environment, so that he can get a better education. Another example is my nephew. When he was about 5 years old, he was struggling really hard to read. And then, my sister, she was a single parent. She worked so hard to be able to move to Orange County, away from the LA School Unified District, so that my nephew can go to a better school. And I remember picking him up only a few weeks after, and he was reading books, and he was just like speed reading. I'm like, whoa, what happened to you? And I just realized, wow, it's just being in a better environment. Why is it different from being in this school? I mean, that's because of the system, because of the teachers, because of what you're going to receive. And that's what we have right here, right now, is this new and improved system that is going to merge these two things together to make you successful. And so I can't share yet, but I am so excited. I just believe so hard for what we have. Like Dr. Lewis said, you can't take away from our beliefs. Like, there's nothing that you can do to take away from our beliefs, because it's already done. It's amazing when things come together at its right timing. Like, us and the Ariazas, that it was just such a perfect merge, and what's happening right now, it was just such perfect timing. That's all I could say. So thank you for having me. Thank you, and welcome everybody to the call, and let's keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm gonna be sharing my screen here in a moment, but I gotta pass the call to one more person, and that's because the people that are speaking right now. Let me just tell you this: this project wouldn't be what it is without the contribution of these people every single day of their lives, right? And this man, he probably contributed more to this project than any other person involved in the project, from the dedication of his time and his effort and his skills and his connections and his abilities and his management. Uh, my partner in purpose, Mr. Ryan, Dr. Check. I'd love. We've been at this two and a half years. I'll move closer if you guys can't hear me. We've been at this 2.5 years, and I can tell you that Ryan, again, he's another person that he doesn't spend a lot of time in front of the camera, even though he's not shy, and he doesn't lack experience when it comes to public speaking. He's an eloquent, polished public speaker. I love listening to this man speak. But he hasn't had a lot of that opportunity because he's been so dedicated behind the scenes, making sure that the entire digital infrastructure of this whole platform is running efficiently, and that the innovations and the ideas that we come up with, that they're actually being turned into realities and into real launches of things that we can get our hands on. And he's committed his mornings, his afternoons, and his nights to this platform. And Ryan, I'd love for you to just share, again, from maybe your perspective, what does this mean for those that are on here right now that are about to learn what Youngevity Trading Academy 2.0 is all about? What does that mean? And why should people be excited from your perspective, Ryan?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for giving me a chance to chime in here this morning. It's always great to get, I guess, digitally face to face with some near and dear relationships, and that's what this platform really is all about, right? It, as Avelia described, and it's been kind of referenced. Vanessa touched on it, right? This whole thing's a function of relationships, and yes, we've been on the grind, and as Avelia said, right, back to the lab every day. But it's been a labor of love because of who we're doing it with. And so, has there been no let up in our get up? You could say that there has been no let up in our get up, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. But why? Because it's been a labor of love. The people we're doing this with makes it so much fun. And so I get super fired up when I get to jump into these Zooms and connect for a few minutes. And I want to say this, okay? So we're talking about kind of the unveiling today of the Youngevity Trading Academy 2.0. The entirety of this platform is now elevating to the 2.0 iteration. And so I'm going to ask everybody a question, and this is going to request participation from you. If you have had your life impacted in any measurable way over the last several years by social media, put the number 2 in the chat. I want to see the chat. I want to just get a reference for if there's context for what I want to share. Okay. It was kind of a loaded question, right? It was a little bit rhetorical. For sure. Which of us haven't had our lives somewhat shaped over the last several years by social media? Now watch this, my friends. Dr. Lewis, you're going to love this. This is going to create context. Watch this. Social media was web 2.0, internet 2.0. Was the internet a radical transformation in where we could take our lives? Yes. And then when social media came on the scene, that wasn't just a minor thing. That reshaped the way the world lives their lives. My friends, I am here to tell you today, please don't allow this to be somewhat dismissive to you. I'm not overhyping you. You're going to see it for yourself. Today, we embark on Youngevity 2.0, and I tell you this. If you will sow yourself into the community, apply yourself, have high expectations, Youngevity Trading Academy 2.0 will be as prevalent in your life as Web 2.0 was with the entree of social media, right? And so there's 3 keys to this that I just want to touch on very briefly, right? And then I'm going to hand the call back to you, Sal. So when I look at what are we rolling out today, there's really 3 elements to it. What makes up the Youngevity Trading Academy as a platform? Is it digital? Yes. Is it technology driven? Of course it is. But here's the 3 components. The first one is P for people. It's the people. You can have all the great tech in the world, okay? But if you don't have the right people in your community, the right people leading the charge for how that technology gets utilized, the technology is pretty meaningless, okay? So number 1 is the people. You're going to hear about some people today. I'm not going to jump the gun, but stay tuned. I apologize. Like Rob said in the chat, some of you are on a tight timeline this morning. You'll get the recording. For those of you that aren't, you'll be glad you weren't. You're going to meet some people this morning that define what Youngevity 2.0 is going to be. So that's the first P. Here's the second P, the platform. Okay. What you log on to every day to engage in Youngevity 2.0, or let's say the Youngevity Trading Academy up to this point, you're going to see a 2.0 iteration that starts rolling out in phases, is going to completely refine your user experience. You're going to see tremendous value-added content that accelerates your learning curve. You're going to see new intuitive look and feel and navigation that makes it easier and more efficient for you to consume that content. You're going to see some added functionality across the platform. For example, one of you guys are fired up about the data engine? Put the fire emoji if you're part of our community already and you've seen how substantial that data engine is. Let's see the fire emoji in the chat. Well, watch this, my friends. The data engine, as one example, is unveiling a 2.0 iteration of itself. Okay. And many of the other components in that second P, which is the platform, you're going to see the bar raised. You're going to see us take your experience to the next level. Why? Because your dreams and goals are important to us. And the relentless pursuit that we've been chasing and we will continue to chase is to equip you with the best resources you've ever had to build your life by design. So the platform's the second P. All right. And here's the third P, and this was interesting to me this morning. I think Bob mentioned this a long time ago, maybe over a year ago, and it became kind of a little bit of a talking point for a while. That's another amazing relationship, by the way. Bob and I go back, Katrina and my wife, like nearly 20 years. It's serendipity. There's been so much serendipity in how these relationships have woven together to do something magnificent. So none of us compared notes, but Avelia used the word that actually I had in my notes for the third P, which was pursuit. All right. What is this all about? It's about equipping you for your pursuit to become a master trader, your pursuit to take your financial literacy to another level, your pursuit to have the mindset for success so there's no barriers or limitations for your dreams. So from where I sit, Sal, before I hand it back to you, in enhancing technology, delivering technology, putting tools into your hands. Your hands-on pursuit in the charts, your hands-on pursuit in the markets, the tools that you have, guess what? There's also a one-click pro trader 2.0 that you will have your hands on before this weekend's, okay? And you're going to, again, it'll speak for itself. You're going to see a whole new world opened up to you with the one-click pro trader 2.0. And so that's the third P, is it's all about you. The pursuit is all you, but the tools that we're placing into your hands, in particular, the trading tools, they have their own 2.0 iteration. Gonna blow your mind. Too much to cover in this Zoom, but you guys will get to see for yourselves when you put your hands on it here before the weekends. And so grateful for all of you for being on. Sal, Vanessa, love you guys so much. Dr. Lewis, Avelia, the entire community, our entire team. This has been a labor of love for sure. We're just getting started. And so excited for the days, weeks, and months ahead. Sal, I'm gonna hand it back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan, for taking a moment to share. I love what you said. Absolutely, people, platform, and pursuit. That's what it's about. And you know, for everyone listening, and I hope you've gathered some inspiration from the team that's behind this project. That you could feel the heart, the intention, right, the authenticity of the people that are behind this platform. Right, that we do all of this out of a labor of love to help people. Right, and if you stick around long enough, you'll quickly see that that is absolutely true. So let me know in the chat if you're ready. I'd love to share my screen and get into the details and the facts of what is this big announcement, what's going on, you know, why did we hype up this call so much here? I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see here. All right, in just a moment, I'll have the right screen here pulled up.
I don't think you're ready.
All right, so we're gonna get into what's next for Youngevity Trading Academy. And the whole reason we put this platform together was to help people. And that's such a cliche. Now, you know, nowadays it's like everyone says they're out to help people. But I feel like we've really backed that up. We've proven it. we've constantly, as Avelia said, we've innovated and we've worked really, really hard to release tools and strategies and updates for everyone here to bless your lives, right? And that's been the intention since day one. That's going to continue to be the intention going forward. So I'm going to show you a quick quote here. Many of you have probably heard this before from the amazing Tony Robbins, right? A great renowned speaker. He said, if you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same result. Right? That's really simple. Now, the truth is, when we're talking about success, let's say in trading, right, it's really hard to find someone who's already achieved, past tense, achieved the results that you want, right? Because when you think about being a successful trader, you're thinking about making money consistently every week, every month in your account, and that you've built your account up big enough to where you're making withdrawals and it's changing your lifestyle, right? Where, like Vanessa said, you could send your children to a private school, you can vacation and live, where you want, right? When we think about being a successful trader, those are some of the things that we see as benefits from being a successful trader. And this is a really simple analogy of not reinventing the wheel. And this has everything to do with what I'm gonna reveal to you. All right. So what I want to do first here is I'm gonna turn off my camera so I can move closer to the mic, because some people are saying that they can't hear me, that I sound far away here. And so I'm gonna share a very real story of how this came to be. All right, so listen up, right? Like if you want to know the story of like how the heck this happened, because this is incredible, well, I'm gonna share it to you. All right. There is a person that I've been following on social media for a couple of years now. And I've been trading myself full time for the last about 3 years. Every single day I've been trading, 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 trading. I've been on my own journey of learning how to trade and identify trends and find the right entries and exits to my trades and become a profitable trader myself. And so in that pursuit of learning to be a better trader myself, I've followed certain people online, right? People that I saw proven results from, people that I saw achieving what I wanted to achieve. A quick note, just so you guys know, there is translation on the call. We have some people asking about Spanish translation. Si hay traducción en español, si oprimes el icono del globo en el Zoom, puedes cambiar la idioma a español. Just want to let our Spanish folks know we are translating this call so that they can get a really clear message on today's call while they're here with us. So I'm following this person on social media, and I'm watching their journey as a trader, and I constantly was amazed at the live accounts that this person was showing that they were trading, the profits, the consistency, and also how many people they were helping in the process. And when I talk about this person's amazing trading results, I can tell you, I've seen this person go 20, 25, 30 days in a row without losing a single trade. And they're showing all of their trades on live streaming the trades on their live account, right? Making 6 figures in profits from trading. And I've seen them go on these massive streaks where they're doing live streaming calls, 3 winning trades, 5 winning trades, another 7 winning trades, 9 winning trades in a row, back to back to back to back, and making huge growth in their own account, right? 5% a day, 10, 15% in a day, doubling their account within a couple of weeks, doubling their account within a month. Just incredible, right? I've seen that a lot, but I'll tell you what I haven't seen. I haven't seen that consistently, right? I'll see someone do that for like a month, but then they blow their account because they're over leveraging their account and they were just getting lucky until the market took a turn for the worst and never came back in a certain direction, right? That's when people get bit like that. And I kept seeing this person go through those situations successfully over and over again. So here's what I did. Okay. I reached out a few months back and I said, look, what you're doing is incredible. And, we're just starting to get into live calls. And I want to see if there's any synergy between our platforms. Because when I say platforms, let me tell you this person, and you're also going to meet this person's direct business partner. All right, I'm going to be introducing two people to you today that are both stand on their own incredibly well. I'm going to give you a little bit of background, all right, because we're going to be bringing them on here shortly. So first off, the biggest network marketing company in the world that's involved in the trading space, I'll tell you this. These people were the original trading educators for this company to help build it into what it is today, that they were the catalyst, the spark that grew a community into millions of people. I've seen them launch another community several years ago that grew to over 90,000 traders that were crushing it in their trading profits within their first year, right? And that platform was owned by some really young entrepreneurs that didn't have a lot of experience to sustain the financials of that company. The company started to struggle, and the people I'm about to introduce you to, they moved on, right? But they built a community of over 90,000 traders because of the excitement of the wins and the trading growth and the gains and the ease of use. I saw them, they got offered to be the founders of another trading project after that. And I saw that community grow to over 50,000 people again in a year. And once again, because of the corporate management team not being able to sustain the company didn't last. But the trading and the education and the profitability of the trading opportunity was there. And so after 3 massive runs like that, where these master traders did everything in their power to bring growth and profitability to the community, but through mismanagement and poor decisions on the corporate side of things, the projects failed. They decided to get out of the network marketing space and leave and just go work privately with their own students. And that's what they've been doing for the last few years, right? And you're going to learn more about that, about what exactly they've been doing. But they got out of network marketing, they got out of affiliate marketing, and they just became an education system that was direct to the customer, right? That means there's no referrals. It's just, if you want to learn how to trade, you join the program, right? And it was thousands of dollars to join the program. And there's monthly subscriptions and technology. And they've had thousands and thousands of customers go through this process. And that's what I've been watching. I've been watching this entire journey unfold, where day after day, I'm seeing people pass their funded accounts, pass their prop firm accounts, go from demo to live trading, make profits on their live trading account, make withdrawals on their live trading accounts, right? Let me know in the chats, how amazing is it to pass your prop firm accounts, go live, and actually have a successful month to where you're making a large withdrawal? How amazing is that? How uncommon is that in the world of trading? Obviously, it's not that common, or else everybody would be doing it, right? However, in this community, I've been seeing it is common. It is actually normal for people to go through the process of taking these trades and become profitable and get funded, go live, and make large withdrawals, right? I've personally watched students that have gone through this program that have grown their accounts substantially. I'm talking 2 to 3 times growth of their entire account balance, and then make large withdrawals, right? Withdrawals that are big enough to make an impact in your life and actually pay some bills, right? So with all that being said, there's a lot of history of success, and I've been watching these people trade live for years and successfully lead communities, right? And so when I reached out and said, let's look at what we're doing together and see if there's any synergy, because we're very technology based, but we don't have a very integrated coaching program where someone is holding the hand of the traders every day, step by step, trade by trade, entry by entry, exit by exit, winning trade by winning trade. We could be very complementary to each other. And this was a few months ago, and they started looking at our platform with Youngevity Trading Academy and the 8-Minute Trader, and they loved what they saw, especially the one-click pro trader. And they said, wow, they said it's kind of crazy that you guys use that software on the 1-minute time frame, because the 1-minute time frame is hard to really have good analysis on. because it's so fast and choppy and noisy, right? They said, but the software itself is very powerful on the higher time frames. They actually started using the software on the 15-minute time frame and above, and fell in love with the alerts and the timing and the entire trade management technology of the One-Click Pro Trader. And they asked if they can license the software to their community, right? Which they already have thousands of people in their community that they trade with every single day. And through those discussions, I informed them the One-Click Pro Trader is exclusive to Youngevity Trading Academy, right? We can't license it to another company like that. It's exclusive here. But how can we build synergy where we can work together, right? We started looking at different possibilities on how we can merge the best of all worlds, from technology to what's called integrative coaching. All right. And so I'm going to get into the starting points of the details here. I'm going to show you an all new integrated coaching program. And I'm going to explain, what does that mean? What does integrated coaching program mean, and how can it benefit you as a trader? All right, first off, here's what we're going to be launching, right? I'm going to show you the schedule, but we're going to start by launching multiple live trading calls every week for both the morning New York sessions as well as the evening Asia sessions. All right, multiple times per week. And I'm going to show you what that schedule looks like. Now, just so you know, the traders that are getting onto these calls are trading with these master traders and absolutely crushing it on their accounts. And everyone on this call, if you've been on the market open call, the 8-minute trader call, then you know how simple it is to follow someone who's trading successfully and grow your own account, because you're watching, you're listening, and you're trading right alongside a professional coach. It's so easy, right? This concept that we've been using for the last year and a half now, right? It's a proven concept. That's, take the 8-minute trader call and give it some steroid injections. And that's what we're talking about, right? Imagine multiple longer trading calls in the mornings and at night. So no matter what your schedule is, you get access to this. And it's as simple as just showing up and following the call. That's it. Show up, follow the call, right? And imagine if you were following someone who can make 6 figures per month in their trading account, live trades. They're showing you the live trades. They've made massive withdrawals. They've built a beautiful lifestyle from trading. And imagine you're trading right alongside that person. It makes it so simple. Back to that quote by Tony Robbins, that if you want to be successful, find someone who's achieved the results you want and just follow what they do, and you'll get the same results, right? We're also going to be launching a complete career path trading academy, right? So this is for people that they're like, I see the future of trading and I want this to become my career, where I could be a part-time trader and make a full-time income, right? That's the goal here. We're going to be launching a full career path academy that's going to accommodate beginners who have no experience at all the way to advanced traders who have already been trading full-time, but they want to level up their game. And maybe they're not at that point where they're making large, consistent withdrawals on their account every single month, and they need that extra edge, that extra push, that extra guidance to get to that level, right? And the beauty of having a career path academy is that now, from day one, the steps to get started are very clear, right? And that's something that we've been wanting to bring to our platform, because we have thousands of hours of recorded videos in our back office with lots of different subjects, right? And most of the calls that are recorded are an hour, 2 hours long. And it's a lot of work to sift through that information as a new person and figure out where should you get started, right? What's the quick path to get started, right? Well, all of that question goes away, because now from day one, you're going to have a step 1. And then day 2, you'll have a step 2. And day 3, there will be a step 3. And there's going to be a seamless, clear path that everyone will follow from beginning to end to become a monster of a successful trader. All right, now let me show you a few new things. All right, here's what the new live trading calls are going to lead you in. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to get on these calls, whether it's in the morning, whether it's at night, maybe I want to do both based on my schedule, how's it going to benefit me, right? So first off, you're going to learn how to properly enter and exit trades alongside experienced and profitable professionals, right? These are traders that have been trading live for 8 years, and they've been leading live trading calls for over 4 years, and they've already coached over 130,000 traders. And you're going to be trading right alongside of them, right? You're going to be learning how to put together confluences to trade and follow a proper trading plan. You're going to also learn how to properly manage your risk to protect your capital, as well as past trading challenges, right? So I know a lot of you have heard about prop firms and taking trading challenges. And if you pass the challenge, then you get funded with a large live account. Imagine working one-on-one with a master trader who's already done that process with tens of thousands of people, thousands of times. Imagine stepping right into the environment where people are passing their prop firms within the first month and getting funded. And from that month going forward, they're making large withdrawals every month thereafter as they stick to the system, right? That's a huge attraction point right now in the industry. And we're going to probably have the best prop firm training program in the market today. Not just theoretical, not just, oh, we're gonna see if this works. I'm saying that this is proven, where a lot of people that have passed their prop firms are because they've gone through this training and they're getting access to these calls. You're also going to learn how to identify your own market trends and structure. And this is my favorite point personally as a trader myself, because we've given you guys a lot of technology, right? But the truth is unless you learn the market trends and how to identify market structure yourself, you're always going to struggle as a trader. You're, even with the most amazing software, you're still going to struggle because you don't understand why an alert has come out, and you don't understand when to close your trade, especially for profit. When do you close your trade for profit? It all comes down to you learning in a simple way how to identify a trend and how to identify structure. You're going to learn that, right? Starting right away. And then lastly, all of this wraps around the One-Click Pro Trader. So we're going to be using the One-Click Pro Trader on every single live call, showing you how to use the alerts as your own system of confluence to give you better confirmations for trades, when to get into a trade, when to avoid trades. You'll also learn how to use the One-Click Pro Trader more effectively because of your own education on identifying market trends and structures. You'll have a better understanding of which alerts to take, which alerts not to take, and which time frame you want to be trading on, right? These are massive, massive benefits. So here we go. Are you ready for this? All right. Starting August 8th, okay, that's in just 7 days from now, starting August 8th and through the rest of the month, okay? So for from August 8th until August 31st, we're going to open up and host a free pre-launch with the following schedule. So I told you I was going to show you the schedule of all of this going live. Here's the schedule, okay? So you can see we're going to start with 3 calls in the morning, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, and 3 calls in the PM at nighttime, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So the reason we're doing this, right, this is a lot of live calls. The reason we're doing this is because we want to make sure no one has any excuse about their schedule, that whether it's in the morning or at night, people from all around the world can find the time to get on. And we're also opening up this phase for free for the month of August, so that you can really see the power of these live trading calls and to see how you can profit by being a part of it, right? I mean, it's so easy to really take a hard look right now. Obviously, on the morning calls, that overlaps our market open calls. And so for starting August 8th until the end of the month, we're going to do the market open 8-minute trader calls on Mondays and Fridays. Okay, Mondays and Fridays, we're going to still do the 8-minute trader call where we trade US 30. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, our live tradings are going to be a part of these longer calls from 8 to 10, right? So people can still get on for a portion of the 8 to 10 call if they're not available the entire 2 hours. But that will be the call we're going to be focused on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, what happens after the month of August, right? Because this is a free pre-launch that we're opening up to the whole world for people to come with us on Youngevity Trading 2.0 here. After August, the permanent schedule is going to be 2 calls in the morning and 1 call in the evening each week. So that way, every single week, whether it's in the morning or at night, you still have opportunities to get in on these live calls and follow along these trades with the coaches, right? And just so you know, this schedule right here, the 2 calls in the morning and 1 call in the evening, I've already been on these calls myself, right? This has been months in the making. I've been watching thousands of people go through these calls. And guess what? This schedule right here, 2 calls in the morning and 1 call in the evening time, I've personally witnessed. I'm just sharing. I'm not making any guarantees. I'm just telling you what I've witnessed with my own eyes. I've been watching people make 5, 10, 15% per week on their live trading accounts by following these calls right here, right? It's so incredible to just see people hop on, take some trades with professional master traders, and then get off and go about their life. And consistently every week, absolutely crush it. So I can only imagine what kind of stories we're going to create, considering we're going to be doing 6 calls per week, as opposed to the permanent schedule, which is 3 live calls per week. Now, the permanent schedule with 2 days a week being in the mornings, that's where the other 3 days of the week, we will still have the market open 8-minute traded call. That means there's still going to be a live call every single day of the week, right? Now, understand that in the permanent schedule, the schedule may vary a little bit from week to week. Every Sunday, we're going to announce the schedule for the week because it'll be based on red folder news, right? Sometimes maybe at 8:30 in the morning, there's a massive red folder news or FOMC or some really important NFP announcement that's going to happen, and it may impact the schedule of the call. But every Sunday, we're going to put out the schedule for the week so that you can plan your week accordingly, right? But obviously, this environment is the fastest path for you to start achieving real results by being guided and having your hand held through this process, trade by trade, right? Now, how much more will this cost, right? This has been a really difficult part, was coming up with the right price point for this new edition. And why is that? It's because the value that we're offering is through the roof now, right? I feel like we've always offered incredible value, but this doubles, if not triples, the value that we're offering. And the master traders that I'm going to be introducing you to in just a moment from now, you know, they charge thousands of dollars to get access to this education and to these calls, right? And obviously that's not who we've been. We haven't been charging thousands of dollars to join our program, right? We have an affordable program, and you know, we're trying to think of how do we save our community the most amount of money, right? And so give me 1 second here. I want to see, okay, I want to see if I had any more details about this part. But let me know in the chat, with everything I just shared with you, let me know in the chat what you think a great price would be, a real dollar value that you think is reasonably fair based on everything I just showed you about weekly live trading calls with master traders that are crushing 6 figures as a trader on their live accounts, showing you every single one of their trades, leading you through the entries and the exits of those trades, helping you become a master trader yourself, right? What's the real value of something like that? Right, I see Mr. Bob Barham, he's saying about $1,000 a month. Priceless, $99 a month. Okay, a lot of people are agreeing with Bob. I see one person is saying, how about a $2,500 price? All right. An extra $100 more, $2,000. Okay, I'm going to show you the price, or I'm going to tell it to you actually. Okay. So again, we've done our very, very best to be generous with everyone in the community and offer more value than what we're charging. And people have been asking in the chats, how much more is this going to cost, right? We don't want to just blurt out a price, but here, I'm just going to tell you what it is. We're going to offer everything I just showed you. Okay, that means, remember, this entire schedule along with the full Career Path Academy at no additional cost. All right. And if my sound cut out, I'll say it again. We're going to offer everything at no additional cost. Zero. That's the price. $0 extra for all of this extra value that we're adding to the platform. Okay. That should make you feel very, very blessed and very, very grateful that this huge announcement is not coming with a massive upcharge, because it's worth a massive upcharge. I can promise you that. Why are we doing that? Like, why, to me, that's kind of crazy, right? It's like borderline insane. Why are we doing that? It's because we believe in you. Okay, that's why. It's because from day one in this community, we've honored your time, your commitment, the money that many of you have already paid with your subscription and the cost to join the program. We honor that. And it's been our goal to blow the roof off of this opportunity with success stories. And we're not going to stop until we get there. Okay, you have to understand that you're partnered with winners. That's why. Why are we doing that? Because you're partnered with winners, right? We're not here to take advantage of people. Not that it would be taken advantage of, because the value's there. But our goal, our first priority beyond just charging more money, is to help you to create a real success story in your life, to create a real impact and make trading simple for you to follow, so that you can really use trading to change your life, right? So I'm going to open up the chat and see, okay, I see you guys understand the value. The chat is blowing up with gratitude. I'm glad that we were able to get this worked out. I'll tell you, this was not easy. And also, it's very, very important to mark my words. Listen very closely, because I don't want there to ever be a person in the future that said, oh, you said you'd never do that. No, listen very closely. I can't promise you that it will not cost more in the future. I can't promise that. There's no way, right? We're gonna launch this, and we're going all in with both feet, and we hope that you're ready to go all in with us in a big way, right? We're gonna create thousands of success stories from this epic launch. I can't promise you that once we're rolling and there's thousands of success stories, and the time of our master traders and coaches and live calls is becoming more limited and more exclusive, I cannot promise you that it's not going to cost more money. So and I say that very seriously. If you want to take advantage of this, you better do it right now, while we're not charging anything for it. Okay. So with that being said, here's what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second. I need to go back to the call here real quick, and I need to check something. Give me 1 second here. All right, I'm going to be bringing on our special guests. Just bear with me 1 moment here, folks. Let me know in the chat if you're ready to meet these master traders, these mystery people that we've been working with for the last few months, figuring all of this out here. Bear with me 1 moment here. I'm going to mute my line out real quick, folks. And I'm going to be getting ready to introduce our special mystery guests onto the call. Give me 1 second to hear more about what's happening here in the next 7 days. All right, there we go. Thank you for your patience, folks. I was muted out here just to make sure that I had access to introduce our master traders. So I'm I'm actually going to introduce two people to the community right now for the first time ever. This first person is the person that I've been following for the last couple years. We've built a friendship and a good rapport with each other. And this is a gentleman that I've actually personally witnessed in the last 8 years become an incredible master trader. And we're actually going to be bringing on Coach Ryan DeFreitas as the new head master trader. Okay, this is one of the two people that I have the privilege of introducing here right now, that has already coached over 100,000 people who traded for 3 years before making their very first withdrawal in trading, right? You want to talk about perseverance and someone who paid the price to become a successful live trader? Well, here you go. Someone who didn't give up for 3 years, relentlessly trading over and over again, going through blowing accounts, going through the trial and error as a trader, to stepping into becoming a 6-figure monthly trader and making huge withdrawals that has completely revolutionized his lifestyle. He has an absolute passion for helping people. That's why he's coached over 100,000 people. And I'm gonna check the sound here of Ryan DeFreitas. Ryan, can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you.
All
How
right,
are
I'm
you, my
gonna stop
friend?
my screen share. I'm doing amazing. I mean, you already know it has been months here that we've been waiting to get this official and make this live and make all this happen. And the first thing I want to do, Ryan, is
Yep.
thank you. Thank you because of your openness. A lot of you folks, you don't understand that Ryan has given this industry of network marketing several chances, and he's built massive communities of tens of thousands of traders, and he's poured his heart and soul into these projects. He's given it his all to help people become successful, only to have outside forces bring those opportunities to an end. And so he had already made that decision, right, to go out on his own. But he was actually so open to taking a look at what we were doing and seeing if there's synergy to come and partner together because of the legacy of everything that Dr. Lewis and Avelia shared about Youngevity. Knowing that, look, this is a legacy billion-dollar company, publicly traded, 26 years in business. It doesn't get more stable or credible than this. And so if you want to build something massive, again, this is the platform to do it on. So I just want to thank you for that, Ryan. It's been such a pleasure, all the calls that we've been doing and the messaging back and forth and the planning stages of all of this and the filming sessions we had. Can't
Yeah.
wait to release that content. I'm going to pass it to you and let you say hello to the community and just give people an expectation of
Yeah.
next week. We go live with all of this. What are they going to expect? And I mean, I know you've already seen thousands of people in your communities have success, and I can only imagine the vision you have for the people that are on this call.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Sal. Listen, guys, you guys got to give a round of applause for Sal, man. Okay. Listen, he is the mastermind that put this all together. It was all Sal, guys. I don't even take credit for this at all. Um, Sal literally put all of these pieces of the puzzle together, and somehow I'm here now. Don't ask me how. I saw a lot of people say, "Oh, Ryan from Epic." I see a lot of you guys know me. I'm back. I couldn't stay away for too long when it comes to just helping the people, when it comes to trading. And guys, I just want to say I'm very excited. I'm more than excited. I'm ecstatic because of not only the partnership that we have now formed, but the software that you guys have with the Pro Trader, with the sessions that we're going to come up with the brand new academy that we are now refining and giving to you guys. We're just so excited. And so when it comes to the session, Sal, you already know. And the funny part is, I think I have a couple people here who are already on my sessions before. If there's anyone here who's been on my sessions before, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat if you've ever been on my sessions. I don't know. Alex says me. I don't know. There's some people here. Name Erica. There's some people here, right?
Oh, hey, after
And
coaching 100,000 people,
There has to be some.
chances are someone's
there
on
has
here.
to be some. There has
Yeah,
to be some. You
no
know,
kidding.
and and I appreciate you guys. He said I'm a legend. I appreciate that, you know. And guys, I want you to understand this, all right? Um, I've been in the lab, you know, in this past few years. Obviously, I've taken a big hiatus from MLM and network marketing because it has burned me a bunch of times. I've helped some of the biggest trading companies take over the space, multiple, over 3 to 4 different companies I've helped personally expand to over tens of millions of dollars in revenue per month, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars made per year. And for some reason, you know, it's like the people always get burned, not just myself, but like the people who genuinely have a good heart to help people, it just doesn't work out, you know. So I took a nice hiatus away from that just to work on my own trading and help my own people, my own students, and refine my trading techniques and everything. And you know, guys, Sal reached out to me and he said, "Hey, bro, I have a crazy idea. I just want you to listen." I said, "Sal, come on, man, don't do that to me, man." And I'm like, "All right, but I'll listen because it's you, because it's you." And you know, we got together, spoke face to face about everything, and we concocted this diabolical plan to make everyone here successful in and really have the breakthrough in trading. You know, with the combination of the automation and also what we're going to bring, which is going to be the signals, the live trade sessions, and the education. And so, guys, if you've ever been on my sessions, you already know what's going to happen. Okay. If you don't know, then you're in for a treat because next week we're going to do 3 sessions, 2 days. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, morning session and evening session. I see Bob going crazy over there. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that you're prepared for a treat right now. Okay. At no additional cost because we just want you guys to win. Sal told me about how loyal you guys have been. He's told me about how much of a community and how much you guys really have been here for the community. And honestly, you know, I respect that and honor that. And you can't buy that these days, you know. And a community such as this is a community that I want to be a part of, you know. And I'm just speaking from the heart when it comes to that. Like a lot of things can be bought in life, but that can't be bought. Loyalty can't be bought. And that's why I value. And I see that through everyone here. And I'm like, Sal's like, "Hey man, you know, how are we gonna make this?" I'm like, we're not even gonna charge anything right now. We just want to have everybody winning. Let's do that first. Let's have everyone like actually making progress here. Right? And because of that is why we're going to win. Is because we have hearts like that. You know, because I truly believe that with this community, with this leadership, with everything that we have coming to the table, we will literally, I'm not even lying to you, take over the industry in any facility, whether it's the company, whether it's MLM, whether I don't care. Like, I don't think there's going to be anyone better than us at this point. It's game over. For those of you who know, you know. If you don't know, then you know you will soon. And you know, I can't obviously promise or guarantee anything, right? Everyone here knows that trading involves risk, right? And everyone here understands that nothing is guaranteed in life. I'm not guaranteed to be here tomorrow, let alone make profit. Okay. But what we can do is guide you, mentor you, and show you what we're doing to get results. Win, lose, or draw, you're going to see it. Right. And I stand by that. There's going to be great days. There might be break even days. We might have losing days. It happens. That's trading. That's life. But if you stick with us long enough, you'll see that the winning days will definitely outweigh the losing days. And how you can actually see consistent profits every single week, every single month. Right? Is that not too hard to ask, guys? Okay. So, Sal, thank you, my brother. You know, I appreciate everything you, Vanessa, Ryan, Ardoc, all the other educators there, you know, on the team and Youngevity. I appreciate everyone. Honestly, I really do. I think this is a magnificent partnership, and I can't wait to take this to the moon with you guys. So, you know, I'm just gonna stop talking because I can keep going. So I'm gonna hand it back to you, my brother, and take it from there.
Wow, wow, wow. Spoken like a true gentleman, Ryan. I loved what you said, that loyalty cannot be bought. And you saw the heart and the alignment behind everything to make this work. And it is definitely win-win. The synergy is there, right? I reached out saying, hey, let's see if there's synergy. The answer was definitely yes. And here we are a few short months later, right? The time's gone by pretty fast and
Yeah.
so much has transpired. Folks, I have one more special guest. Okay, one more special guest to introduce here.
Special guest.
Yes, we are not done because there is
We're
a
not done.
major dynamic duo that comes with this entire launch, right? So give me 1 second here. I'm going to reshare my screen because I want to give a proper introduction here. Give me 1 second. So if you're following along, right, we just heard from Ryan DeFreitas. So he will be the new head master trader. And I can tell you that Ryan, his trading style, he's an intraday trader, maybe more of a scalper sometimes, a little bit more aggressive with his scaling in on trades, absolutely crushes it. I've seen this guy. I'll tell you one thing about him. All right. I was on a call with him where he was trading gold, all right, the instrument gold during the market open. And on one call, I saw him make over 200% gain on his live account. Okay, 200% on a live account, right? In one trading session. And that was without over leveraging his account, right? Because he's a master trader, right? But he is more aggressive. He has a lot of courage, a lot of boldness, a lot of confidence, which is everything you want in a master trader who's helping you step by step become a master trader yourself, right? Now, I'm going to introduce a brand new person who actually is being given an amazing position here with our community. Okay, I'm going to bring on next Miss Coach Max. Okay, Maxine Bakshazad. Coach Max is our new director of trading education. All right, now her style is completely different with her personal trades than Ryan. She's more of a swing trader. She's more of a top-down analysis with higher time frames, trading the daily charts, the 4-hour charts, catching long trends. I also have watched her hold on to trades for several days and just crush it. The last trade that she took, this was just last week, she risked 2% on her trade, okay, 2%, and she made 26% gain on that trade. All right, so that's a 1 to 13 risk to reward ratio. For those of you that understand that, this woman can trade an account up like nobody's business, but she is a master educator when it comes to trading. She is regimented and systematized and disciplined, and she has studied to show herself approved, and she's coming on to lead the rollout of our career path trading academy to make sure that everyone has a clearly defined path, no matter what your experience level is, to help you find the right next steps to take your journey to the next level. So please give me a huge Youngevity Trading Academy welcome to Coach Max.
We have a name for that.
Yes. Hey, I've been saying
Hey
since day
guys, can you
one.
hear me?
Yes, you sound great, Coach Max. I can say that. I love your shirt, by the way. Forex funded. That's right. You are funded big time, Coach Max. I've been saying since day one, and the fellas might
Yeah.
get upset that women are better traders than men. That's
I'll
just
let
a
them know.
statistical
Talk
fact.
to them. This
Hey,
is what it
that's
is.
it's
This
a
is
statistical fact. And you know, the good news, Coach Max, is I've been saying that for the last couple of years already to the community.
Mhm.
They understand that, and I'm so excited to have your leadership and your expertise to become a part of the Youngevity Trading Academy and what we're going to build together with these live calls and the education and helping people crush it. So impressed with your trading as well, the way you grow your account and the analysis, and you're so on point, your entries, your exits, and your ability to lead others through that process, which is key. So Coach Max, thank you as well for making the decision to come together in this massive way. I'm going to pass the call to you to say hello to the community, introduce yourself, as well as let people know what to expect next week with these live calls and with the Academy launch.
Sure. Thank you, Sal. I just want to thank this entire Youngevity team that is here. Hopefully, you guys can see me and hear me great. Super excited. Thank you, our Dr. Jolene, Dr. Lewis, and your beautiful wife, Vanessa and Sal, the whole team that's here. You know, the first thing that I have to say is that I can't go anywhere in the industry because people know that Ryan and I roll together. So immediately they're like, oh, it's Coach Max. So I'm so glad to be here, you guys. I'm very, very excited. And can I keep it real with you guys on this call? You know, I want you guys to kind of get to know my personality and kind of get to know me. Those of you that do not know who I am, I do want to introduce myself. But first and foremost, I want to keep it real with you for what's to come and what we are about to do because it is very different than what you guys have already experienced. So let me first start off and tell you guys who I am. My name is Coach Max, guys. I've been trading for 7 years. In the last 4 years of my career, I've been trading alongside Ryan, and we have seen a lot, you guys. We've seen a lot of things that has occurred in this industry. We've seen the good, we've seen the bad, we've seen companies grow, we've seen companies fail. We have touched students all over the globe. And, you know, for us, it became a thing where, you know, we wanted to simply impact lives. Somebody put the word impact in the chat. We wanted to impact lives. That is why we do what it is that we do, right? And over the last couple of years, we've taught students all over the world. We've again 136 plus thousand students. Some of you guys came from those previous platforms, so you kind of understand what it is that we do. And one of the things that we want to teach you guys is that impact is very important, right? So not only the growth that is going to take place here on the platform, but those students that are coming are very important so we can get them funded, right? So people can understand funding is important, as Sal was talking about, right? A lot of students fail at trading because they do not have the proper coach. Who believes that? If you don't have the right coach, then you may fail, right? It's like going to school for 4 years and staying in college, but not having the right mentor, not having the right professor. And your mentorship is extremely vital to your success, right? And one of the things that I pride myself on, one, being an excellent trader, two, being extremely disciplined, but three, being extremely good at keeping people accountable. So what's to come for you guys is this. We're going to teach you how to study. Those of you that feel stuck, those of you that feel lost, those of you that feel like you can't do this, those of you that feel like I tried this trading thing, but I couldn't do it. I have literally trained people from the age of 13 all the way up until the age of 73. So if you fall within that bracket, I promise you guys that we're going to be able to train you on how to trade. There's a specific set of rules that I like to give, right? Again, very slightly different from Ryan, that are going to teach you how to properly execute your trades. Okay, I hope somebody on this line is excited, Sal. I don't see the excitement enough. I don't think they understand
The chat is
what's
blowing
coming.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about putting you guys on an actual journey. Now, my question to you guys is this: if you could commit, 4+ years to your undergrad, are you willing to give us 12 months to teach you exactly how to do this thing, to teach you exactly what time frames to trade on, to teach you exactly how to get in and out the market, to teach you exactly how to risk, how to leverage? You know, it's crazy, Sal, when you were talking about the last trade that I took. I was like, oh, that's regular. That was like one of my smaller trades. I was like, that, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
crazy because Ryan knows this, but like for me, guys, one of the things you guys will really hear us talk about a lot is when I first started this journey about 7 years ago, I wanted to be the best female trader in the world, and that I am, right? I'm telling y'all straight up, like that's just my attitude. I don't care who else is out there. When it comes to live trading and execution, there is no one else, right? And I'm excited to show you guys my talent. I'm excited to show you what it means to exactly develop a skill, okay, and how a skill set can change the trajectory of you and your family's life. I'm here to tell you that Ryan hasn't clocked into a job since 2013. I haven't clocked into a job since 2018. That our life and lifestyles are what we created and co-created because of trading. So we're excited to be here, and I'm excited to teach you and train you and give you all of my knowledge and help you guys take your journey to the next level. So let's get it.
Let's
Bye, guys.
go. Wow, wow, wow. I love that. I'll tell you this. I've been around the trading space for 8 years myself. I'm gonna turn the camera off so I can get close to my mic in case you can't hear me. I've been around trading for 8 years. We have met, when I say we, I mean my wife and I, Ryan, Coach Mo, Bob, you know, we've been working together for so many years and we've met so many traders. I mean, thousands of people in the trading space and hundreds of trading coaches. And if I were to put my finger on the best traders that I've ever met, it would be Ryan and Max. I mean, that's what's crazy, right? And for me, it's serendipitous because in 2020, 2020, Vanessa, my wife, she asked me if we could work with anyone in network marketing, who would it be? And I said, oh, hands down, that's easy, the Ariaza family. I said that out loud, and that was before we were working with them. And here we are. And if someone were to ask me if you could work alongside any master traders in the world, who would they be? I'd say Ryan and Max. They're the only people I've ever seen lead tens of thousands of people consistently with success story after success story, with proof of profitability, proof of passing your prop firms, proof of withdrawing profits. They're the best traders in the world. And are you kidding me? And now we get them both full time exclusively here with Youngevity Trading Academy to blow this up. Are you kidding me? I mean, it does not get better than that. So Coach Max, the honor is absolutely ours. Ryan, so ready to crush this. And here what we're going to do, I'm going to pass the call back to my mentor, Dr. Luis Ariaza. I'm sure there were some new things that Dr. Lewis even just heard on this call that were new news for him and surprises. We've even kept him in the dark a little bit just because we wanted to hopefully blow his mind on what was about to happen, because I know with what we're doing now in this man's hands and in his leadership and expertise and psychology on taking this whole project with Youngevity to the next level, he knows what to do with this information. We wanted to surprise it and reveal it in a big way. Dr. Lewis, I'm going to pass the call to you to close us out and just get us ready for next week. You know, how should we spend the rest of this week? What should we be focused on? And I'd love to hear from you personally, Dr. Lewis. You're always helping other people, which is amazing. I mean, that you've dedicated your life to that. But I want to hear from you. What are you looking forward to the most in your life and in your community, in your family, because of this epic launch that we're doing now?
Absolutely. First and foremost, welcome, Coach Ryan. Welcome, Coach Max. You know, my wife and I were sitting here together. We're sitting here together. Yes.
So excited.
You know, we're just excited, but just a couple of things. You know, my wife has incredible discernment, and just sitting here and listening to your words. You know, I hear certainty. I hear time that you have spent. I'm texting a few people as both of you are speaking, and you've put in the time, right? This is not something that you guys just started doing last week. It's not something that you got lucky with a few trades. You've really dedicated the time. You've moved yourself from amateur to student to professional to master. You've put in the time, right? I'm sure there's been a lot of late nights and ugly mornings and maybe some tears shed and a lot of accounts blown. And here you are. And now God has opened this amazing door to a fabulous group. So we entrust you. And most importantly, we believe in you. That's the most important thing, that we believe in both of you. We believe in both of you so much that Sal, Vanessa, Ryan, Jolene, and our entire tribe, our entire culture, we're willing to put ourselves into your hands. And we're very confident that you will guide us and you will direct us and you will coach us correctly, because it's a big responsibility. And as young as both of you look, because you both look very young, and I appreciate that. Not just young, but stylish young, right? I appreciate that. But like the book of Job says, you know, wisdom comes to anyone that God desires to give wisdom to. Doesn't matter their age, doesn't matter their ethnicity, doesn't matter their background. So if you're 21 or 31, I have no idea how old you are, but how young you are, but if you're 21, 31, this is the time to take hold of this ship and guide us in the right direction. Sal, Vanessa, thank you guys so much. I know the work that you have put in, and my wife always talks about you guys are always in the lab, you're answering questions, you know, we're calling you late. I mean, it's, you know, 4 or 5 for us, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you guys. Your kids are there. I'm sure they're not loving you being up late and waking up early, but you know, your efforts will be rewarded. I guarantee you that your efforts will be rewarded. These are seeds that you have been planting for many, 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 many years. And the fruits of your labor are going to come through. I guarantee you. Ryan, you know, often we forget of all the things that you do in the background, right? And what I value most is that you love it. You're okay with it. You know, you're not muscling yourself in for the limelight, because without people like you, this wouldn't be possible. And I'm not a super techie guy, but I know that without you and without Jolene and your daughters sacrificing and allowing you to give us your time, you know, it's just so valuable. And just to the team, to Omar, to Bob, to Diego, to Riddick, to Tim, to Coach Mo, to Nestor, to all the people, Coach Maurice, you know, all the people that have been here from day one. And that's why when people say, you know, when Drake talks about day one people, it's so valuable. I am a Drake fan, just in case Coach Ryan wants to know. I am a Drake fan. So, you know, when they talk, I have teenage kids, right? When they talk about day ones, this is the day one. We are the trailblazers, right? We're the pathfinders. And I guarantee in the next year, 2 years, there won't be 576 people. There'll be 57,000 people on this call. Mark my words, there'll be 57,000 people on this call. And they're going to be so flabbergasted by the momentum. And they're going to say, how did this get started? Mark this day in your calendar, tattoo this on your body. Don't tattoo it on your body, but just imagine like you're tattooing it on your body. August 1st, 2023. This is the beginning to a fantastic journey, like Lakeside used to talk about a long time ago. This is the beginning to a fantastic voyage. So Sal, Vanessa, what is my wife and I and Fabian gonna do? We're thrilled, we're excited, but more importantly, we are in preparation, and more important than that, we are accepting the blessings that are coming our way. We're not going to deter the blessings, we're not going to deflect the blessings. We are open to the blessings of abundance, of prosperity, of growth, of healing and wellness, and that's just what's going to happen. So declare it, believe it, accept it. 2 years from now, we'll have 50,000 people on this call. And I wish we can continue talking and talking and talking, but I know we can't because you guys have a vacation to tend to. I know these beautiful traders probably have a lot of money to make, and we have a boot camp to get to. So a lot of stuff happening. Sal, Vanessa, we love you, man. We love you too so much. You have no idea. We love you and we thank you. Ryan, Jolie, we love you guys. And Coach Max and Coach Ryan, welcome to this beautiful tribe. Welcome to this beautiful culture. Ryan already hit you up on Instagram. Coach Max, please accept me. And and we'll see you guys in a bit.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, everyone, for this awesome announcement. We will stay in touch. Let's get ready for next week. God bless you guys. Have a great rocking rest of the day.
Blessings. Bye, everybody.